Hello everybody, welcome to the video, welcome to the channel if you're new. I'm Jake, we're in season 2 of Making Chelsea Champions, and today it's a huge match. I think I said it every time. I just pick the good games to show, I think, but it's a huge match today against Manchester United, first versus second. Man U with a game in hand, 1 point behind us at the top of the league. We'll go into all of that in a minute. And if you're one of them people that usually just skip straight to the game, I just like to say hold on for 1 second. I've just got one thing to show you, and that is a good friend of mine, Michael, shout out Michael, has sent me something to give us all some look. It's going to be in the background of every video from now on. But we've got a, if you can see that, a signed Danny Drinkwater photo. Of all things, we've got a signed Danny Drinkwater photo. Danny Drinkwater now at Nottingham Forest, of course, who we sold them for like £4 million. Yeah, he's not doing great there, but obviously Danny Drinkwater is a Chelsea legend. If anyone disagrees with me, you don't know anything about football. He is going to be on the back of the wall down there. When I get a proper setup and camera sorted out, he'll always be there, and he's going to bring us good luck, I hope, today, and help us beat Manchester United. So anything that happens today is all down to Danny Drinkwater. But yeah, there you go. You can see in the league, it is getting quite close. We're 25 games in, meaning there's only 13 matches left, if my maths is correct, and you can see that this game is probably the most important match we've got left. If Manchester United win it, all of a sudden they are ahead of us in the league by 2 points and we're playing catch up, and they'll have a game in hand. Of course, if we win it, Man U will still have a game in hand, but if they win that game in hand, we'll still be top, if that makes sense. So I think a win or a draw I'll take today. Thankfully, we put a little bit of daylight between us and Liverpool, if we get some points today, that is. If not, obviously it's going to be very close, but it is basically a 3-horse race now. Everyone is out of it. I'll show you the results that you guys have missed now. So obviously you saw us draw to Bayern in a very tense game where Club Brugge got us through. We then beat Southampton 3-0, drew 1-1 with Wolves, beat Leeds 2-0 away, beat Sheffield United 4-1, Charlie Masunda getting another goal. He basically appears as the rotation emergency backup player if other people get injured, and when he plays he actually does alright. I think he even got man of the match one game. You can see he scored again here in an 8-0 win against Newcastle in the FA Cup, and they played their best team too, which was a great result for us. Then we beat Palace, lost 4-1 to Arsenal, which was very worrying, and I thought it was going to dip morale, but it was just a one-off game really where Arsenal took all their chances and we couldn't really finish ours. Leno was in good form for them, so it just didn't really happen. We then beat West Brom, Fulham, Wolves, drew to Liverpool away, beat Tottenham away, and now we have Manchester United. And you can see here our next game in the Champions League is Ajax. I don't think I'll show it because we should be in a good position after the first leg, but if it looks like it will be quite close, and maybe I'll record it and that could be the next video, I don't know. But we got quite a favourable draw. We remember, if you watched the last episode, the Champions League group, we already had the hard part doing the group. Then there was quite a few easy draws that we could have got, and we got one of them. Ajax, not necessarily easy, but third in the Eredivisie, not doing the best at the minute. Should be a team that with the squad we've got, we should beat them. And also, of course, we've had the January transfer window. We have made 2 signings, I believe, off the top of my head, and made a few sales too, so forget about this guy. That was someone the director of football bought in. We bought in Rayan Cherki, who has been loaned out straight away, for around £15 million. The youngster's just one of them who I plan to keep at the club and sell on. He looks really good for his age, to be honest, 18. Maybe one day he'll be good enough for the first team, but usually he is like a really good wonder kid. I just don't think he's been given the potential ability in this save. But yeah, he's with us. He's now on loan at Espanyol. Hopefully he does alright. It was just a bit of an investment move with the money that we had. And then you can see we bought Dominik Livakovic, who is a Croatian goalkeeper that we've bought and is better than Edouard Mendy. I wasn't necessarily looking for a replacement for Mendy, but he wanted to leave. We got 20 million for Mendy. Bought Livakovic, who is a few years younger, I believe, and a better player, to be honest. So happy with that. He's the backup goalkeeper, so no real changes in the transfer market because there was nothing we really needed to do. And today's team looks like this. It's basically our starting 11 that we use every match. Other than Reece James, who is probably one of our best players, but he's out injured unfortunately, so Castagna comes in and he's done a good job recently. And then the rest of the team are all playing really well. Even Hudson-Odoi, he has really good games and then really bad games, but overall he's having a good season. So let's get into the match, and as I always say, let's hopefully get a win and, be top of the league by a few points. That would be nice going in towards the end of the season as we try and win the Premier League and the Champions League this year. So here is Man U's team if anyone's interested. It's De Gea, Dalot, Tuanzebe, Maguire, Williams, Vertonghen, Pogba, Greenwood. I feel like we can win this. Obviously Lautaro Martinez is very good on Football Manager, especially this year, so I'm hoping we can get through. But I would say we have a better squad than they do right now. And even though they're having a really good season under Solskjaer, I feel like we could beat them here. So let's say the media are giving you a lot of credit. And yeah, let's hopefully win. Okay, and we are off here. I'm hoping it's not a boring game. I did mention a while ago, everyone says, oh, you always record the good videos. Well, to be honest, I did record a draw against Bayern before, and it was a 0-0 draw, and I had to just delete it because it was awful. But I'm hoping today's game will be quite a good one. And there is a highlight quite early on here with Kante to Camavinga. Camavinga over the top, Maguire intercepts to Brandon Williams, and Man U are going to come back at us. I would also just like to say, I always say it, but I've got to say it, thank you for all your incredible support, because last time I made a video, I was asking for 800 subscribers, I think. Now we're nearly at 900, so if you guys want to hit that subscribe button, it would mean the world to me if you are watching. Hopefully get to 900, and then obviously the push for 1000 starts. I almost said something wrong then. But Lautaro Martinez goes close, and we clear away. But yeah, if you want to subscribe, that would mean a lot. And also, if you could hit the like button, that would be great. We could aim for maybe 20 likes again. That seems to be the consistent marker this year. And every video this series has got 20 likes plus and over 100 views. So if we can keep that going, that would be absolutely brilliant. Thank you again to you guys who have came over from FM Scout, or you're new to the channel and have decided to stick around. I'm hearing a lot more of you guys in the comments recently, so that's great to hear. And obviously thank you to everyone who's been watching for a while. With that said, if you do want to drop a comment down below, whether it's about real football, about the match, just about anything in general, feel free. I always say I like the community here. As hold on, Haaland has scored. We are 1-0 up. Oyarzabal took the corner. Manchester United missed it, and you can see the Chelsea fans going mad in the stands there. Haaland with a good finish. He's been pretty good this season, to be honest. He could be doing better. 23 goals so far is pretty good, though. That was just poor defending from Manchester United, and Haaland was in the right place at the right time to give us a 1-0 lead before half time, which is great, of course. As I was saying before, though, if you want to drop a comment down below, feel free. I'm really enjoying talking to you all and like just having a little community of people I recognise every video or so. So always feel free to drop a comment whenever you like. It is much appreciated, and I'm always happy to hear from you. Whether it's, I had someone asking the other day about tips for their own FM save, or people talk to me about real life like Chelsea games and stuff. Feel free. Are we about to give away a penalty though? Stuart Atwell was going to the VAR stand. It looked like a handball from one of our players, which you don't see often, to be honest, a handball in Football Manager, compared to how often it happens in real life. But I feel like it's going to be a penalty. Usually if they check VAR, usually means it's going to be a penalty. So this could be Manchester United's chance to get back in the game. It's no penalty. Okay, we've got away with that there. It's an indirect free kick for Manchester United. Oh, okay, so the debate was it outside the box or not? There we go. Bruno Fernandes, can we survive the free kick? It looks like we have done. If we can just push Rashford away from the goal. Maguire's on the ball now, we'll be fine. We can just leave it. We can all just go home. We've won the match. But hold on, we might actually counter-attack and score here. Haaland with a long ball over the top. Dalot gets there though, and that was that for the highlight. Luckily we didn't give away a penalty, and now we're on the ball. If we can put a 2-0 lead in front of Manchester United, obviously a home win to Man U. When you want to win the league, you have to beat like your opponents at home, really. So I'm hoping we can do it here. Come on, Castagna, put a good ball in. Reece James is absent today, and it's a really good ball, to be honest. And Haaland does okay. Not the best, but it was a tough header, leaning back, and he does okay. But yeah, but getting close to 60 minutes now, and 1-0 up, and better XG than Man U. I think we're doing pretty well for ourselves. Camavinga, who's came into his own in that defensive midfield position recently, the deep line playmaker. He's been really good so far, to be honest. He started off slow, but just got back into the team recently, in place of Declan Rice, and he's done really well. And as I was talking, Kante's just scored a header. I was a bit shocked because I was like, hold on, Kante scored a header, but it was a good one, a good cross from one of our new young lads in the team, Nuno Mendes, who obviously joined this season and has done really well on that left side. Laid it off to Milinkovic, back to Mendes. Kante just found some space, and we have basically scored from 2 crosses, which I'll definitely take. And it's time to make some subs, but I think this is just a clear indication of when we've got the Danny Drinkwater signed photo, we win matches. So he's always going to be here for good luck from now on. Throughout however long this channel lasts for, Danny Drinkwater will be nearby, whether he's on the wall or on a display right next to me. I'll always show you him. But yeah, 2-0 up, and we should make some subs now. We've got Pulisic on the bench, who's been really good recently, and Oyarzabal is a bit tired, so he's going to come off. Camavinga apparently not having his best game, so we'll bring on Kovacic too, just to get fresh legs going, and then Kai Havertz, of course, for Milinkovic Savic, and that is not bad substitutions to make at all, Pulisic, Havertz and Kovacic. So yeah, hopefully that just finishes the match off and we get a nice win. So 20 minutes to go, let's bring these subs on. And good news as well if you're a Chelsea fan, I'm currently recording this as we play Fulham. Apparently, I'll pause the video, apparently we've scored, which is good news. Fulham were down to 10 men. Who is it? Is it going to be Giroud? Mason Mount. This is why you've got to back Mason Mount. What a player he is. Scores 3 minutes actually after Werner and Hudson-Odoi comes on. You guys don't really care probably, but I saw that on my phone. I had to check it, even if we are recording. That's good news for Chelsea. At least Frank Lampard will hang on a little bit longer, although by the sounds of it, they haven't performed too well today. If anyone did watch the match, let me know. I know a lot of you guys watching are Chelsea fans. Haaland is in here though. Twanzebe doesn't look the best. I don't know how a Manchester United team sitting second in the league have got Dalot, what's his name? Dalot, that's it, Dalot is in the back with Twanzebe, which just doesn't seem like a Manchester United defence. They sign so many good players usually, and Brandon Williams too. Maybe they are good in this save, maybe they got high potential, but they just don't seem like the best players. While we're here actually, who is this Vertu that they got? Doesn't he play in the French leagues? Why have they signed him? He plays for Roma. Actually, he's done really well from the season, so maybe that's why he's playing. But yeah, 2-0, looks like we're going to win the match. Hopefully we don't mess it up now. We'll just praise the player. Oh, I can't praise them. That's sad. I never get to praise them enough. I'm always having a go at them. I never praise them. I should probably do it more often, but there we are. It looks like we've won 2-0. That is a great result for us there. I think we can all put that down to a masterclass from me, tactically, of course, and Danny Drinkwater's good luck. Nothing to do with having Erling Haaland on your team. Nothing to do with that at all. We have beat Manchester United 2-0 there. We were excellent, of course we were. Let's go see what that does to the league standings. And here we go. We are 4 points clear at the top of the league. That is the most, I think, that we've had across all 2 seasons that we've done on this channel so far. Again, apologies for the lack of uploads. I think I'm doing it more consistently now, but the fact that we're only in season 2 is embarrassing really, but I'm doing my best. And yeah, you can see here we are 4 points clear of Man U. Even if they win their game in hand, we will be top by 1 point with a little bit better goal difference too, and we are also 4 points clear of Liverpool. So the gap above Liverpool is probably the more immediate effect thing that we can see there, because that hopefully means that Liverpool, if we keep it up, we can slowly push away from Liverpool. We've played them at Anfield now. We should be okay. Let's have a look at our next few Premier League matches. The likes of Brentford, Bournemouth, Wolves, Newcastle, Burnley, basically all the way up to this Man City game should be fairly easy wins. My idea will be, unless the Ajax first game turns out to be really tough, I'll probably show the next leg of the Champions League. We can see how we're doing in the Premier League, but it looks like we've got a fairly easy run in. Take away Man City, and I would say everyone there is like classed as usual bottom half teams. Take away maybe your Southampton, Leeds, and Everton's, who we should still beat. And I think we've got a very easy run in here. If we go and look at Manchester United's schedule, who have they got in the last few games? They've got Liverpool last game this season, Arsenal still to play, Everton, Wolves, Villa, similar to us, I suppose, but I think we've got the easier set of games. We're also still in the FA Cup 2, playing Rotherham in the 5th round, so we basically through from the 5th round too, as long as we don't do anything stupid, because our backup team is still way good enough to probably challenge for the Premier League title. So beating Rotherham should be fine. But I think that's been a very successful episode, and I think this is going to be a really successful season if we keep it up. Champions League wise, everyone that you'd expect to be in it is still in it. None of the big boys are out just yet. But of course, with us playing Ajax, there is a chance for one of Juventus or PSG to get knocked out, one of Real Madrid or Liverpool, one of Barca Bayern. You get the idea. These 4 games here especially, we're going to be losing 4 big teams, which is obviously great news for us. Let me know how you found the video. I did mention it before that the screen wasn't fully fitting for some people. Let me know if you have that problem. If so, I'll try and look into it. I think it's just because of the resolution that my Mac is recording in, but hopefully it's not a problem for you guys. If it is, do let me know. I'm always trying to improve the content. Webcam coming soon. I do promise one day I will get one. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for all your support always. Don't forget to hit the like button, get us to 20 likes, that would be great. Comment down below if you want to, it's always nice to hear from you. And subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload. And that would be great, because then we can soon get to 1,000 subscribers, I hope. And that's when a lot more of my motivation will turn to this channel. I know it's a weird thing, but once I hit that 1k target, to me that means it's kind of like fulfilled the maximum I've ever thought this channel would get to. So then it's time for me to like rearrange it in my head. What are we going to do? How are we going to push further? And I'll probably put a lot more focus on the channel. So yeah, so if you haven't already, then do hit that subscribe button, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video, guys. So thank you for watching. Stay safe. Have a good week until I next see you, and goodbye.